أيها الذين آمنوا لا يحل لكم أن ترثوا النساء كرها ولا تعضلوهن. You notice we were talking about zina. Before this, talking about obeying Allah and ruling according to Allah. Before that, we were talking about inheritance. Then here we come, you notice Quran, one surah, many subjects come in it. Allah want to show us that not to take part from Quran or part from religion and leave another part. Islam or Quran and Sunnah should be the constitution of our life, complete, not to take this part and leave another part. Then here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يحل لكم أن ترثوا النساء كرها ولا تعضلوهن لتذهبوا ببعض ما أتيتموهن إلا أن يأتين بفاحشة مبينة وعاشروهن بالمعروف فإن كرهتموهن فعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا ويجعل الله فيه خيرا كثيرا. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ordering the believers that you are not permitted to inherit the women by force. How? In Jahiliyyah, when the husband died, the sons inherit the wives of the father. The son, his son, will inherit his wives. He will take her to be his wife, or if he like, he can give her to marry anyone. It is he has inherited her. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, oh you believers, you are now believers, so don't inherit them forcibly. وَلَا تَعْضِلُوهُنَّ, this was before Islam, not to take them by force. So he will marry her, or he will make her marry whom he wants, and if he wants, he deal with her as the way he like. And also in Medina, when the father died, in Jahiliyyah, before Islam, when the father died, his son will inherit his wife. And he used to put her in hardship that she will not marry. He want to take every wealth she has. And or he will give her to marry someone else. Why he will give her to marry someone else? Because he will be taking money for that. And also they used to treat the women in bad way, so she will leave everything she got from him. So he will take everything back. And also if a Muslim, this is also for a Muslim, he should not put sometimes, do you have here mahar? Mahar. Sometimes he give some mahar in the during aqd and some mahar lately. Do you have this? So sometimes the girl will put condition that if he divorces her, that he will pay her that much, right? Yeah. So he doesn't want to pay her. So he will put her in hardship that she will say, I'm ready to pay, to give him everything back and to divorce me. Does it happen? He put her in hardship that she will say, I am ready to sacrifice everything he gave me, I give him back. The late mahar, I don't want it. I don't want anything but he put her in suffering that she will sacrifice everything to get rid of him. And he planned for that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prohibited that. And also one woman, her husband is Qais ibn al-Aslat. When Qais ibn al-Aslat died, his son came and to take her to marry her. She said, Ya Rasulullah, I didn't inherit from my husband, and also I was not left to marry. Means his son took her. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this ayah. And so here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَعْضُلُوهُنَّ لِتَذْهَبُوا بِبَعْضِ مَا آتَيْتُمُوهُنَّ. Means don't put them in hardship to take part of the things you have given them. Because if a wife asks the husband for divorce, and he doesn't want to divorce her, and she insists for divorce, what she will do? She will pay him back the things he gave her. So don't put her in hardship to ask her to give you back the things you gave her. Stepmothers. And you know, it is funny thing to know that there are some Muslim countries now. I saw in Africa, once a lady judge wife, she was telling me that the sons are still inheriting their stepmothers. They take her and marry her. I said, but this is haram. You are Muslims. How can you do that? She said, this is tradition. There is no relation between Islam and tradition. Yani, I was astonished. And she is not an ignorant lady. Her husband is a judge. And she said, some tribes, they still do that. A'udhu billah. And of course, it was in Nigeria, in fact. And there in Nigeria, even the Christian, they do marry men more than one wife. Even the king of Lagos, he was telling my husband, this is a funny thing in Christianity. A man will marry only one wife. And the church there permitted them to marry more, to keep them with the church. Okay, you are Christian, never mind, you marry one. But of course, Islam did not invent marrying more than one wife. Islam came to limit the number. Because the man used to marry any number, 100 wives even he can have. Just collection, put as much as he like. So, but Islam came, said no, maximum 4. Also, they used to divorce with no number, with no limit. And even sometimes a husband will tell his wife, I'll not let you be married and I'll not let you be single. He will divorce her, and when the end of the iddah come, he will divorce her again. I will bring her back, divorce her like that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, طلاق الطلاق مرتين فإمساك بمعروف أو تسريح بإحسان. So you can divorce her only twice. The third time you can keep her, يعني after the 2 divorce, either to keep her بإحسان, to deal with her nicely, or leave her with honor. Don't put her in hardship. For that also, you know, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was very angry from the men who used to say talaq 3 times. He said, do you play with the book of Allah while I am alive between you? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, at-talaqu marratan, twice. 1 time, marra means 1 time. Marratan, 2 times. So the man should not come and say 3 times 1 time. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said once and twice. Then the 3rd time like this, not to come and make all the 3 together. So here, so يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يحل لكم, you believers, it is not permitted for you to inherit the woman by force. Means to take your stepmother and have her as your wife. And don't put them in hardship to take what you have paid her, what you have given her. إلا أن يأتين بفاحشة مبينة. Unless this wife did fahisha. Again, what is fahisha? Zina. If the wife did fahisha in that time, you have the right to take everything back from her and put her in hardship and take everything back from her. وَحَشِرْهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. Keep your relation with your wife, treat her بالمعروف, nicely. Do you say ma'ruf? To treat her nicely, fear Allah. Give her her rights as you are taking your rights from her. فَإِنْ كَرِهْتُهُنَّ. Sometimes a man will say, or a wife also sometimes will say, especially nowadays, when they see these Western films, I did not love him. I married him before we love each other. My family made me love him, marry him. And he will say the same, my family made me marry her. No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَإِنْ كَرِهْتُهُنَّ. If you did not love them, you did not like them, فَعَسَى أَن تَكْرَهُ شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. فَعَسَى أَن تَكْرَهُ شَيْئًا وَيَجْعَلْ اللَّهُ فِيهِ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. You might hate something, but Allah will bless this thing which you didn't like. He will make it much blessed and you will gain a lot of good things from it. This is encouragement for the men not to go with the feeling, I did not like her, or I hate her, or she will go with the feeling, I hate him, I did not like him. No, your wife, keep your wife, respect your wife, deal with your wife the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like. Fear Allah.